This meeting is being recorded. So hello, everyone. My name is David Cerna. I am joined by my great colleague, Pat Kittrell. Today is our Apple Brown Bag session all about creating compelling videos. And this will really go over how to create compelling videos for your courses using some built-in Apple software and some tools, and also integrate this seamlessly within Blackboard itself. And Pat, if you don't mind taking it away from here.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Pat Kittrell, Education Technology Specialist here at the Center for the Center for the Advancement of Learning. I work along David, and today I'm going to talk about, as David mentioned, how to create videos for your course, and we're going to be using to do that. We're going to be using 3 tools. All right, so we're going to be using QuickTime, which is a tool, and I'll talk more about QuickTime in a minute. It's a tool where you can do you can do screenshots, and you can do screen recordings as well, also audio recordings, and I'll show you how to edit in QuickTime as well. And then I'm going to show you how we can utilize GarageBand. GarageBand is Apple's music creation tool for beginners. And you can use GarageBand to create music using your the keys on your keyboard, or if you have like a USB instrument, but we're not going to do any of that. I'm going to show you how you can use sounds that's already built into GarageBand for your videos. And then I'm going to touch on a little bit of iMovie. It's a lot of features within iMovie, but we won't go over all of them. What I'm going to show you is how you can take your finished video and add a title to it, and then after that we'll export the video to OneDrive, which we'll share in Blackboard.
Yeah, and Pat, I see a great question from Erica in the chat box. Do we have QuickTime and GarageBand on our computer?
So you should. QuickTime and GarageBand comes with the Mac. So those are actually all 3 programs: QuickTime, GarageBand, iMovie. All 3 of those programs should be on your Mac.
Yeah, so we're focusing on using the MacBook or Mac products today.
Yes.
And all of these are built in. Yeah, so Erica, this one is focused on Apple. I know we get the PC computers from the IT department, but if you are interested in using some Mac products, just let us know. So we are offering an Apple Teacher Certification Program throughout the summer and this coming year. So just send us an email. I'll put that in the chat box right now if you are interested. Our email is calhelpdesk@udc.edu, and we can get you squared away. But you can use this as kind of an introduction. Let's explore what these tools are and start applying them in our own courses.
Absolutely. And again, these tools, you don't have to buy anything extra with these tools. They come with the Mac right out of the box. It's a part of the operating system. So let's get into it here. Let's see, I'm going to share.
Thank you, Pat.
Here. Okay, and can you see my screen, David?
Perfect.
It should be blank.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go into QuickTime. And let me talk a little bit about QuickTime first before I get into what it can actually do. Originally, QuickTime started out as just a video player. And when if you had a video on your Mac, you click on that video, it would automatically open up QuickTime to play that video. And that's all it did, was it was a video player. And for the PC users out there, QuickTime is equivalent to, I would say, Windows Media Player. But then Apple decided, hey, let's add some more functionality to QuickTime. And they did. So they added, if you look up here, they added 3 functions: movie recording, audio recording, and screen recording. So I'm going to stop my camera here. All right. So they added 3 functions, and we're going to go over these 3 functions now. The first function, movie recording, if I select movie recording here, it's going to pull up this screen, which is me. I have 2 monitors, so that's if it looks like I'm looking away, that's why. So by default, it pulls up your installed webcam that's on your laptop. I have a MacBook Pro, and
yeah,
by default,
Sorry,
Yes.
if you don't mind, we can't see the actual recording of yourself.
Okay, got you. Hang on one second. Let me reshare.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr. Kingberry.
Let me reshare my screen. Desktop 2. Can you see me now?
Yep, there we can see you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Dr. Kingberry. So let me just back up. So I'm going, so QuickTime is open and I'm gonna go to File, I'm hitting New Movie. All right, can you still see that?
Yes, can see it.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
So by default, it activates my webcam. And because I want to record a movie. So if I click this down arrow here, right next to the record button, I have some more options here. I have another webcam attached to this computer. I'm gonna click on that. Hello. So it doesn't matter how many webcams you got, it'll access whichever camera that you want to record from. Also, another feature, and David likes this one, if I have my iPad or iPhone connected to my MacBook, I can record my iPhone movement here, all right? So for example, if I wanted to record this, I would hit the down arrow. And before I record, I'm going to select my camera, which I have my iPhone, and then I'm going to select my microphone, which is my MacBook Pro microphone. And just so that you know that you're using the correct microphone, you can see that as I'm talking, the level meters are moving. So that's a good indication that you're on the right, that you're connected to the right microphone. Okay, so if I were to click the record button, it's going to start recording, and you can tell that I'm recording because the timer is moving. So I can scroll and I can stop. And once I'm done, once I'm done, I can just hit the play button. It's going to start recording, and can you hear that?
Yep, can hear that.
You can?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Yeah, so this is, so if I wanted to save this, I could. I can just hit save, or if I exit out of it, it gives me the option to save. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna ask a question here. How could this be used in our courses? How could this particular feature of QuickTime be used in our courses? Anyone want to chime in?
For your introduction of yourself to your class.
Absolutely, yes, yes. Any other use cases, anyone?
To
No?
describe how to navigate the course.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Kingberry, yes. And I'm glad you mentioned introductions because for this particular, let's see if I can pull this up. For this particular demonstration here, I recorded an introduction. Can you see that picture of me?
Yep.
So I recorded an introduction for this video, this video tutorial on how you can a workaround solution for accessing Kaltura. I've recorded an introduction video to my actual screen recording, which I'll share later. Let's take a look at this.
Hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution. Hello, everyone.
You see how I messed up there? I kind of rolled my eyes.
Mhm.
So if I want to edit that, I can do that while the video, while I have the video up. If I go into File, I go into Edit, and I hit Trim. And now this, my video, I get this yellow bar here, and I could trim this video exactly right where I made that mistake. Let's see. There you go. You see how I roll my eyes there.
Mhm.
I can play it from there as well.
Hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution for students who may be having difficulty accessing Kaltura.
And then when I'm ready, I can just hit Trim. Now my video,
hello, everyone,
is trimmed. And to save that, I always like hitting the X. I'm going to call this intro fixed. And I'm gonna save it to my desktop. I'm gonna hit save. Okay. And the good thing about that is saving it this way is that it didn't, my original file is still intact. So
everyone.
even though I trimmed the original video, I saved it as another file so that I can still maintain my original file just in case I need to go back to it or make some other edits. Any questions about that feature so far?
Yeah, I see Fatma has a question.
Sure.
No, thank you, Pat. I just want to go back to Dr. Brown's question in the chat. He is asking, can you show how to connect your iPhone again? Does it have to be connected by cord?
That is correct. Thank you, Fatma. Yes. So you do have to physically, with a charging cable, connect your phone to your particular MacBook Pro.
Gotcha. And you can also connect your iPad as well.
You can also, thank you, David. Yes,
Yeah.
you can also connect your iPad as well. And I can go back.
I have a question, Pat.
Yeah.
So we cannot use Bluetooth between the phone and the computer rather than the cord?
For this particular feature, no.
Okay.
Yeah, for this particular feature, no. In order for it to show up as a source here, it has to be connected physically. Yeah.
But what you can do is if you want to record it separately on the phone and then share it,
Yeah.
you can do it that way. But if you want a live feed like what Pat showed, it has to be connected.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Kingberry has a question about editing.
Yeah.
Yes, my question probably is aligned with music because I'm a singer, but how do you know, for example, if you maybe sing or state something that's incorrect, should you immediately correct it and then go back and trim? Or how can you do that after the fact?
That's a great question. And that kind of leads into my next, the next feature of QuickTime, which is the audio recording. So for me, if I'm recording audio or even video, typically what I'll do is I'll record my mistakes as well. I'll record the whole audio with mistakes as well, even the video, and then I'll go back and edit that information out. For the audio piece, it works just like the video. When I click this down arrow, in terms of options, I'm only given options for my microphone. Okay, so if I want to record some audio here, I'll hit the record button. It's going to start recording. Thank you, Dr. Kingberry, for asking that great question. I'm gonna hit stop. I'm gonna hit play. I'll hit the record button. It's going to start recording. And if I want to edit that beginning, I just hit trim. And now my recording has this yellow trim bar around it. So I can just trim it to where I want it, kind of like the video.
How do you know where you want it if you're not listening to it?
Well, so I can play this anywhere I can hit play anywhere in this waveform here. So if I want to play it from here, I can just click. You probably can't see there's a little line.
Yeah, I
here.
see the red line.
Yeah, so that red line is the indication as to where I'm playing it. So I want to start it here. I can thank you, Dr. Kingberry, for asking that great question. Or I want to just trim it to here, play it from here. I can do that as well. Button. It's going to start recording. So that's button. It's going to start recording. Okay, so that's kind of how you know where you are in the editing process.
I have a question, Pat. So you show us the audio, but can the audio and video, most of us, they're gonna record video and audio together, and this is when we want to edit and take out the piece that we did mistake. So is there any way in here that we will see the video and audio timeline together?
Oh yeah. So
separate?
yeah. So yes. So so let me just close out of that. Let's close that. Delete that. So I've already gone over the movie recording feature, audio recording feature, and now let's talk about the screen recording feature. And I'll talk more about the editing process in a minute. So for screen recordings, if I select screen recording, let's see if I can drag this piece up. Let's see, may not let me drag it. Hang on 1 second. Okay, it's not letting me. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to reshare this. Give me 1 second. Let's go here. And zoom. Okay. Okay. Okay, can you see this toolbar here?
No, which toolbar is it?
Okay, you can't see that?
We can't see that.
Let me try it again.
Mhm.
Should be desktop 1. And can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's try that. Okay. Audio. Let's try that. Okay, there it is. All right, can you see that toolbar?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Okay. So for screen recordings, we have some options here. For this toolbar, it's divided up in 2 sections. One is for capturing, for screen captures, and then the other side is for video recording. So for the screen capture side, I can decide if I wanted to capture the entire screen, a selected window, right? If I had another window open, or I can do a portion of the window, right? Like that. So let me just, so if I wanted to capture this portion of the window, I can do that. And I hit capture, it's going to count me down. And when it counts me down, it's going to open up preview, just that section. It's going to have, if I want to save, I'm going to hit no. And let's go back into it. Okay. So for screen recordings, there's some options here as well. Let's see, hang on 1 second. So there's a timer over here. I can decide if I want a 5-second timer or no timer at all, a 10-second timer. And of course, I have to choose my microphone. So I'm going to play a screen recording that I did. And we're going to talk about how to edit that. We're going to talk about how I can edit my intro and blend that in with my actual screen recording. Can you see that?
Yep.
Great.
If you received this error message when trying to access Kaltura from Blackboard.
So here is my screen recording. And here is my intro. So Fatma asks, how can I edit that piece? Again, if I go to edit and hit trim, this timeline has my video and audio already there. So one side, if I'm trimming the audio, if I'm trimming the video, I'm trimming the audio as well. But another cool feature about QuickTime is that I can add my intro video.
Hello, everyone.
Along with my screen recording. And the way I would do that is I would open up my intro video and I would hit copy. And I can exit out of that. Open up my screen recording video. Let me go back, sorry. Let me go back. I would hit edit. Sorry about that. I would hit edit. I would copy, go into my screen recording video, hit
Is it add clip to the end under edit?
no, it's show clips.
Clips, okay.
Sorry about that. And then once I hit show clips, I would hit edit again. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, I got two screens up. Okay, sorry about that. Here is my intro video. I apologize.
No worries.
I will hit show clips. And when I hit show clips, I get this menu bar here. Now we hit copy. Go back to my screen recording video. Hit show clips and hit paste. Now my intro video is here.
If you see,
I can move it around to the end if I like. And I can play it.
hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution for students who may be having difficulty accessing Kaltura.
And I can save this video. So now what I did was I combined two videos into one using QuickTime.
Pat, I have a question.
Sure, any questions?
So, but we cannot separate the visual from the audio, like the other high-end or even intermediate kind of software. So this has to be like, look like an iMovie editing. It's just the audio and the video are combined.
Hello, everyone.
Not like,
Here's a quick
right?
workaround.
Yes, they are combined, but if we go into edit,
can we separate them?
Yes.
So it will be like two line like we have in Camtasia or Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, if I go into edit and hit remove audio or remove video, if I hit remove video, it would just be audio itself. It's
No,
just
I'm
separate
talking
file.
about not the remove. I'm talking about separate audio from video, and they will be two lines like what we have in Camtasia or Final Cut Pro.
Right. So iMovie would be a better choice for something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I would recommend iMovie for something like that. That's a little bit more technical for those who may not be familiar with video editing. This is a more simple process because everything is combined. So any questions about this step so far?
And you can put the clip in the middle of the, in the middle instead of on the left and the right as well.
Yeah. Yes, you can move the clip
Mm-hmm.
to
The end, but what about in the middle of the video?
for the middle. You would have to do a trim. So we would have to trim this. We have to go into edit and do a trim as to where we want to put that that extra clip.
So if you trim it, then you would make a space and then add the clip. Is that how you would do it?
Yes,
or you can split it, Pat. You can
Yes.
split the clip.
Yes. Right, there's an option, right? Thank you. There's an option for splitting the clip as well.
Okay.
So if I were to split this clip, now that divides it into two sections.
I
So
see.
I can highlight it,
Mm-hmm.
put it right
Put that
there.
in the middle. Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things you can do here.
Thank you, Pat. And this is a great example of a quick video that you can make. So you can do an intro video of yourself and then a screen recording. So for example, I attended a Apple Professional Learning Conference recently. And what they did is they opened up the Maps app on their MacBook. Then they did a screen recording of where they're from with that voiceover narration. So that's an example of how you can use that in your own course.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Pat.
All right, so I'm going to save this because this is pretty much what I want to do. Let me just go back one more. Do my split. Okay, this looks great. So I'm going to save this. I call this final video. All right, save that to my desktop. Now, I like to add music to my videos. Music is great for sort of setting the tone of the video, cultivating some sort of emotion to the video. It's great for empty space that you may have if you're doing a tutorial in your videos. It's great for just giving a different look, different feel. So I'm going to show you how you can add music to this video.
Hello, everyone.
Because if I play it, it's just a plain video, right? And to do that, I want to open up the GarageBand application. So I'm going to open up my GarageBand. It's a previous session. I'm going to close this session. So when I open up GarageBand, I'm going to open up an empty project. And if you don't have any music experience, don't worry about it. This is very it's very easy geared toward those who do not have any music experience. So I'm going to hit choose empty project. And I always like to start off with the drummer session, not just because I'm a drummer, but because I kind of like the drum. So I'm gonna hit create, select my drummer session, I'm gonna hit create. And when I do that, it's gonna open up a drummer. His name is Curtis. Over here, we have some music genres over here. So I'm gonna pick R&B, neo soul. And if I hit play, I'm gonna play a drummer session now. I want it a little bit faster. All right. So if I click this icon over here, this little loop icon, this is a loop browser. And over here, I can select different types of instruments that I want to choose, and I can audition those instruments. So if I just click on one, I click on an instrument, I click the, I'll choose the electric piano. I'm going to choose this one here. And just like that, I can audition different types of instruments, different types of sounds. So I'm going to go with this one here. I like that, so I'm going to just drag that over here. This to my timeline. And if you notice, my drummer session is a lot longer than my electric piano session. So to extend that out, if I hover over the end of it, I can just stretch it out to the same length. So if I play this back, and I can adjust the volume here using this slider here, play it back. Now I got a basic music track. I didn't create anything. Everything was right out of the box. And I'm going to use this music for my video. All right, so now I need to bring in my video. So I'm gonna go to File, I'm gonna hit Movie, I'm gonna hit Open. And I'm gonna look for my movie, which is on my desktop, and it's called Final Video. I'm gonna hit Open. And that's gonna open up my movie, and the movie is right on the first timeline, right here. So if I were to play my movie,
If
If you receive this error message when trying to access Kaltura from Black.
Music is a little loud, so I'm going to adjust the volume here using these sliders. Let's play it again. Still a little. Okay, let's try this.
Here's a quick workaround solution.
Still a little loud.
Hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution for students who may be having difficulty.
So I think it's still a little loud there. I'm gonna turn it down. Let's play it again.
Hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution for students who may be having difficulty accessing.
So another thing I want to point out here is if you notice here, my movie is a little longer than my music. Again, to make that longer, I just hover over the end and just stretch that out. Same thing with my electric piano, stretch that out to the end. So this track here, it says vinyl video. This is my audio for my movie. All right. This track here is my drums, and this track here is my electric piano. Any questions about this so far?
I see a question in the chat box from Dr. Brown. Are all these sounds built in?
That's a great question.
Mhm.
Yes, all these sounds, all these sounds are built in. If you notice, if I open up my loop browser again, if you notice, some of these sounds are highlighted and some aren't. The ones that aren't have this down arrow, so I can download even more sounds. And same thing with the drummer track as well. If I click on a different genre, same thing over here. I can download different drummer sessions over here. So that's a great question.
Thank you, Pat.
Can you use iMovie instead of QuickTime, or can you use Photo Booth instead of QuickTime?
You know, to answer that question, yes, you can. The good thing about Apple products is that you can use their products in different ways. So this session is focused on QuickTime, ways of how you can use QuickTime, but absolutely, I know in our Apple Talk sessions, we use a Photo Booth for intros, for taking pictures, yes. But there are some things that you can't do in Photo Booth.
Okay, the editing, for example.
Exactly. So this is a way of how you can use QuickTime in ways that you can't use Photo Booth.
But you can use iMovie the same way as QuickTime.
Yes. But QuickTime, yes, you can. And QuickTime has a lot more features as well.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, iMovie has a lot more features as well. You can do this in iMovie.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't create your music in iMovie though.
But in QuickTime you can.
No. So right now we're in GarageBand.
GarageBand.
So GarageBand is geared toward the music aspect. QuickTime is geared toward the video aspect.
I guess I'm asking this question, and maybe I can talk to you about it later. In
Sure.
developing my music videos with my singing,
Sure.
I was trying
Sure.
to edit. So maybe we can talk about that later.
Yes, definitely connect with me. And we can definitely go over that.
Okay.
All right, so I want to, so now that I like the way my video is looking, the way it's sounding, let's play it.
Hello, everyone.
I always like to, let's see. Okay. Okay, so now I want to export this. So to export this at the final project, I'm gonna go to File, Movie, and Export Audio to Movie. Okay, I'm gonna call this final video with music. And I'm gonna hit save. Before I hit save, I wanna look at my settings here. And I wanna go with, I'll go with the highest setting in terms of quality. And then I will hit save. And it's going to save my movie. with my music. All right, I'll minimize that. And here's my file here. So let's open that up.
Hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution for students who may be having difficulty accessing Kaltura.
Any questions about that so far?
Is there a step-by-step guide?
But this is recorded like some of our other sessions, Dr. Kingberry. But I'm more than happy to go over this with you individually if need be. So now that my movie, go ahead, David.
Yeah, this will be added to our YouTube channel after this is over. And I'll also share some resources at the end of our webinar if you want a deeper dive into these.
Quick question.
Sure.
Brandy?
So I am not, I'm not an Apple user, but I do have an iPad. So can I do the same thing on the iPad, or is this for, or do I need an Apple laptop to access like GarageBand and all that stuff?
There's probably, well, you do have access to GarageBand and iMovie. Not quick. I don't believe there isn't an iPad app for QuickTime. But you do have access to GarageBand and iMovie. The only thing I haven't done in iMovie, using my iPhone or iPad, is adding screenshots within iMovie. But I know you can add music and you can add videos in there as well. So the process is a little different because you're on a device as opposed to a computer. But the applications are definitely there.
Okay, thank you.
If that answers your question. All right, so let's continue on. So now that my now that my video is completed, I have OneDrive on my laptop here, so I can easily drag this over, or let's see. Let me put this over here. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Or I can upload this to my OneDrive Office 365 account. So I'm going to do that now. I'm already logged in. I'm going to hit OneDrive. I'm going to select upload, file, final video with music. I'm going to upload that. And I'm going to import that into my course in Blackboard. All right, and here is my file here. Okay, so I'm going to go to my course in Blackboard. Here's my sandbox. I'm going to hit the plus sign, cloud storage. I'm going to look for my video. Should be here somewhere. Go back out. Maybe it's still uploading. Let's see. Here it is.
Hello, everyone.
So there's my video. Let's go back and see if it shows up. Okay, I know what's in here. Let's try that again. Here we go. Here's my video. So if I select my video, hit import, it's going to import into my course. I'll make sure my students can see it. Hit play.
Hello, everyone.
There's my video.
Here's a quick workaround solution
with music.
And Pat, if you don't mind, since you're on here, can you create a new document with the video uploaded there?
Yes.
Thank you. So uploading from cloud storage and then finding the OneDrive. And finding that final video.
Here's my video.
Excellent.
Yes, import. And there's my video.
Hello, everyone. Here's a quick workaround solution for students.
So really seamlessly integrated within Blackboard, either as a piece by itself with the video or on a document where you can add the video onto that document.
Yes.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, David. Any other questions?
I don't see any questions in the chat box. Any questions from the group?
No, this was helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, Pat, thank you so much. That was great. So I do want to just go over some resources, and Pat, feel free to chime in, but I'm going to put those in the chat box right now. And I'll also share my screen. So the first one, if you are interested in learning more about Apple products or becoming an Apple teacher and becoming certified for that, just send us a quick email at calhelpdesk@udc.edu. I do want to highlight a couple offerings that Apple offers for free. So the first one is called Apple Professional Learning Conferences. So if you go to that website, apple.co/APL, let me show you what that is. So I took one last week, which was all about creating instructional videos, which was quite helpful. If you scroll down here, you'll see there is one tonight, Animate Ideas with Keynote. In our time zone, that will be at 4 and 6. So you can go ahead and sign up for that. Just click on register. There is one next week, which also has the same title. So creating compelling videos that will also go over as a deep dive. The second link. Go ahead.
David, just to mention, I believe Erica asked a question about doing this on an iPad. Is that right? So one of the things that they do a lot of in these sessions is use of the iPad and mobile devices. So this is a good place to learn about how you can do some of the things that I went over today on an iPad.
Yep, great. And so you'll see this one, for example, creating compelling videos, which is next Tuesday. It goes over apps like Camera, Clips, and iMovie for iPad. So a really nice option for you if you do have an iPad. Another thing here, since we are all educators, the third link right there says Apple Specialist Meeting. This is a great opportunity to meet an Apple specialist one-on-one. In fact, I met with one this morning to ask some questions about iMovie. So he went through that with me and answered all my questions. So if you are interested in that, just fill out this form right here. You'll see on my screen, and then just give them a heads up of what you want some more information about. And this is a great resource from Apple. So those two are the Apple Professional Learning Conferences that happen every week, as well as the Apple Specialist Meeting that's one-on-one. I also put our Cal PD and office hours right there, our YouTube channel, and our PD survey. If you have some extra time, if you fill out that survey, that really gives us a heads up for anything that you may have questions about. You can also give us a suggestion, right? And Pat, are there any other things to add?
Yes, before we go, I do want to show how you can add, let's see if I can get, sorry. Yes, I do want to show really quickly how you can add a title to
Excellent.
that video. Yep, almost forgot that piece.
Thank you, Pat.
So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Great. So if I were to go over to my media, this is iMovie. If I go into import media, I'm gonna look for my video that I just created. Let me hit import. I'm gonna drag this down to my timeline. Here's my movie.
If you
I think I pulled the wrong one, but that's okay. So I can go back in here. So here is my video.
hello everyone.
So as I mentioned, you can add titles using iMovie. And to do that, I will go into titles right here. And I will click on titles that I want to audition. And I can do that just by hovering over the title. There's several different titles to choose from. I'm gonna just go with this one here. Once I see a title that I like, I can just drag that over down to my timeline. Now I can name it. Let's call it Kaltura Fix. So now if I play that back.
Hello everyone. Here's a quick.
There is my title. And again, there's many to choose from. If I'm satisfied with that, I can go to File, Share, go to Next. I can put with title, save it to my desktop, hit save, and now it's going to take that video I created along with my title and combine that together. Hit the little indicator over here to show the status. Minimize that. Here is my video.
Hello everyone.
Oh, didn't take. Just my luck. Okay, let's try that again. Again. There's my completed video.
Hello everyone.
That's all I have, David.
Thank you, Pat. And also I see Erica has a question. Is there an option to add subtitles or captions on a portion of the video?
Yes. So in iMovie, in terms of captioning, I don't believe there's any features there. for
Well, I'm not
caption.
talking about full captioning. I'm just talking about, like, for instance, you say hello, everyone. And when you're saying hello, everyone, sometimes there is like your name typed so that when
Yes.
people see it, they also see your name.
Hey,
that kind of
yeah, so there's
thing.
different types of titles, as you can see here. Like here's one similar to what you were referring to. So in this one, I can add the name of the video, then right under there, I can add my name if I like. And it doesn't have to be at the beginning. It could be in the middle or someplace else, but these are the different types of titles that you can add. Did that answer your question?
Yes, but can you show how you would add it in the middle?
Okay, sure, let's see.
And I see when you were screening it, there was also the end titles at the, you know, the acknowledgements page.
Yeah, so here's one here. Let's see, let's go with this one. Yeah, here's one. Yeah, so I would just drag this down to my timeline wherever I like. If I want to make it longer, I can just by stretching it out. So here it is. So you can see here, if I click on it, now I can edit it. So I have to say, I can put my name here. Put name of the video if I like. So if I play that back, let's play that back.
Here's a quick workaround solution for students who may be having difficulty accessing Kaltura.
And I can add other titles and other type of text as well.
Does it have accessibility features?
That I'm not sure of, Dr. Kingberry, but I can get back with you on that.
Okay, because we have students that may be in our class who may need it. And so if we can put it in initially, we won't have to worry about making adjustments. The captions, or whether or not you could have another student type in what it is, or if I could type it in before it's produced to my class.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the iMovie is a very basic program.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't offer a lot of the features like programs like Camtasia, which has accessibility kind of built in.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular program may not be for you, but I can do some more research on that just to be clear and get back with you.
Yeah, I think what we can do, Pat, is and Dr. Kingberry, is instead of uploading your final video to OneDrive, upload it to Kaltura instead, because there are some automatic closed captions that can be added to that video.
Oh,
and you can also modify those as well. So what we'll do, Dr. Kingberry, and for whoever else is on this call, we can follow up with you. Again, just give us an email at calhelpdesk.edu, and then we'll go ahead and go over that with you. But Dr. Kingberry will meet with you and then go over that Kaltura option.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's a great question. And Pat, you did a wonderful job today. Thank you so much. You really showed us all aspects, just like we talked about at the beginning of our webinar today. Remember that there are different use cases or uses for all of these programs, and really thinking about how it all works together very seamlessly. So for example, with QuickTime, we talked about recording an intro video, also screenshot and screen recording. GarageBand, you can make your own tracks, which is awesome. And you can also use those built-in tools. And then with iMovie, you can create those titles or those headings at the bottom, just like what Pat went over. And then you can easily export these to OneDrive or Kaltura if you want to add those accessibility features, and then integrate that into Blackboard. Pat, are there any final thoughts? Maybe what advice can you give someone that is kind of feeling overwhelmed? What should they do?
I would just, the way I learned about a lot of these tools is just trial and error, and also attending some of the resources that David put in the chat. Again, with the screen sharing, with the screen recording and screenshots in QuickTime, that's something that I just stumbled upon. Apple, I don't recall Apple making any big announcements about that, anything like that. And again, another thing I like about, like I said earlier, another thing I like about Apple products is that there's different ways to do different things with different tools that they have readily available. Like the Dr. King Barry mentioned, the photo booth. You can actually record intro videos with photo booth. Okay, but you may want to do some other things with that video. And GarageBand and iMovie is where those applications can be useful. So my final thoughts would be just to explore. If you have an Apple device, explore. Whether it's a MacBook or if it's a mobile device, just explore.
Yeah, and Pat, I can't thank you enough. I know how much time goes into making these webinars, so kudos to you. I really appreciate it. And again, Apple does offer wonderful resources completely for free for educators. So I highly recommend, if you want a deeper dive or just ask an Apple professional learning specialist kind of their thoughts or give you some tips, sign up for one of those one-on-one sessions. They're really flexible. Again, for example, I met with one of them today and he was really helpful with me. So that's a great resource that a lot of people don't know about. So again, that is the link right above that says Apple Specialist Meeting. So I do want to highlight next month, we have another Apple Brown Bag at the very end of June. That is with Dr. Carl S. Moore. And he will go over using your iPhone to really manage and be more effective. So if you are interested in that, I'll put the direct link in the chat box right now. That will be on June 28th, that's a Tuesday, and all about maximizing using the iPhone. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat box right now. That should be a great session. Dr. Carl S. Moore, again, is the Associate Vice President for Learning and Engagement. So if you'd like to attend that one, that is on June 28th. So Pat, thank you again for the wonderful webinar.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. And also thank you everyone for joining us today. We know your time is quite valuable. Enjoy the upcoming Memorial Day weekend as well, right? Hopefully we get some sun too, right? So thank you again, everyone. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.